Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we are going to use these supplies to create a set of Dutch doors. This is going to be a more advanced set of Dutch doors because we are going to make them kind of wavy and try to put some windows into them. But we're going to do it in an A5 notebook. I'll show you what I was looking at and kind of what inspired me. This is my B5 notebook that I've been decorating for a while. And we created this one. It's also on my channel. I'll try to find the link in case you want to watch it. It's from a couple years ago, at least 12 months ago, somewhere in there. But we created these fun windows with all these florals. And this is a B5 notebook, so it has a lot of extra space. I wanted to try to recreate this feel of spread in an A5 notebook because what I like to write in, and I know a lot of you guys like to write in for your daily journaling, is an A5 notebook. So let's go ahead and experiment and try that out. So I have a whole bunch of research and development notebooks. This is just one of them. This one is from Live Love Posh. I don't know if she has any notebooks left, but they are great quality. I haven't used this one too much, as you can see. I've done 2 spreads in it, but we are going to go ahead and create something today and try to do that. So I chose this set of tapes from Washi Tape Shop because some of them already have some things that would work for windows in here. So the hard part about using a floral tape like this is that you're not going to have the symmetrical stickers. So you're going to have to cut and work things out to fit the backside of the page on your Dutch door, which is always okay because you can cut off leaves and move them around and stuff like that. It just takes a little more puzzling. So besides this tape from Washi Tape Shop, I grabbed my favorite base tape, which is just this simple script. I've found this on Journal Say before. It's also on Amazon. And then these 2 blue tapes from my shop, and then these 2 tapes that are more in this sunflower color from Planything. So a lot of different shops that we're using here, and we're just gonna go ahead and try to create something. So this is not gonna be totally symmetrical with any other circle that we have, but we're just gonna go for it and put it down and then continue our spread from there. We're gonna start with our front one and make this one actually really small so that we have space to get at least 1 more and maybe 2 more Dutch doors in here. But we are going to go ahead and just start grabbing stickers and putting them down and hope that the backside works out. It's always fun to play that puzzle game to figure it out. We're gonna do this one like this. I'll trim that in a minute because we'll have more to trim. This is a wonderful big sticker, and I have a feeling it might work okay if I put it upside down too. The only thing is that it doesn't quite create the shape that I want. This one does more, and then we can put another sticker to start coming out this way. I think we'll do this one. We're doing the front one so that we can cut it and then line up the next page so that we don't have any white space right behind the Dutch door, so that it can just be this flowing thing of multiple Dutch doors. Sometimes I do like to start from the back. Today we're going from the front. And the cool thing about using a PET tape or PET tape for this is that they have a white ink base, so you can see I layered it over this other one and there was no issue. It's just like I don't have to trim anything. It just looks pretty nice. So we did that. This one might actually look really nice on the backside. We have these bigger florals, which, yeah, actually, I think I have an idea. Okay. So we're gonna put this one down, and then there's this nice white one that with the layering, I can layer over the stem and hopefully make it like kind of a vine type situation. Now, these aren't totally solid, so they're a little bit opaque. You can see the tiniest bit of green in there, but I'm okay with that. And look, this goes all the way to the bottom, so we can stop there and cut this one. So to start, I am gonna go ahead and try to trim these little bits. If I'm measuring by the pieces sticking out, I keep those on. Today we're measuring from the front with these cuts, so I do not need to keep them on. But you could leave them on until later if you wanted to. I just find it is a little easier to do that first. Okay, so I'm not gonna cut too close to any item so that I have some wiggle room. That way, when I lay the stickers down on the back, if I need to trim something more, I can, but then I also have a little bit extra room in case something on the back is closer to the edge. We'll also cut out the window right now. And again, keep that not super close to the edge of things. Okay. So these windows are not circular, they're just little peek holes into the page behind. So I haven't chosen anything other than these florals. I might take a look through all my supplies to see if I can find anything else, like a little girl, a little something blue and yellow that matches. See, that's the tiniest little window, but it's cute. In an A5 notebook, you don't have as much space. So we're just gonna go with it. Okay, let's use this one as the next window. And that, since we're doing windows on each of these doors, these are the most important. Oh, wait, not do that yet. We need to do the backside because we don't want any sticker that is potentially the one that'll match and go well with it. We don't want to use it on a future Dutch door if we need it right now on this Dutch door. So we're going to check and see if this one will work, and if not, we will pick something else. And again, it's never going to be exact on these pages, but we're going to do the best we can, and we can add some things in if we need to. So there's the tiniest bit we need to trim right there, but otherwise, like, we've gotten it to fit. If we can add some tiny little details, great. If not, it's good enough. But like, if I can add something right here and right here and right here, that would help, but it's not necessary. But we do have some little feathers and things that are nice and tiny. So why don't I just throw this one in here? It doesn't quite go with the angle of the wreath, but again, it blends in decently. Let's see, we have these tiny little blue florals. Yeah, this will work great. I'm gonna put one there. I'm gonna put one here. And then let's see what else we put next to it. Okay, so we had some kind of leaf thing at the top of the page. We don't need to match it from the front to the back because these are not symmetrical, but I'm wondering if these will fit pretty well. Just taking a look. The other thing to keep in mind, I'm going to set that to the side, is we can go like this to see, oh, actually that works pretty well. Look at that. So you can use the pet tape, and let's start doing that. It works better. Use it as a guide to test things out before picking up the stickers. That worked really nicely. And I'm going to get this as close to the edge as I can. Okay, then we had some sort of floral thing, and it wasn't very big. Like, it didn't take up a ton of room. Okay, just rotating it and seeing. That actually will work decently. It does go over the wreath, but again, layering with the white ink base works really nicely. So let's do that. Okay, so the hardest part, I love that these are pre-cut. I love a good pre-cut pet tape. But because they've got all sorts of wiggles on them, it tore that bit. So we're gonna have to try to put that bit in a minute if we can. And if not, it might not be a big deal. So let's put this down and see where it looks like it's missing right there and see if we can line it up. You have to be careful pulling up these tapes. Okay, we'll use tweezers for this so that I can see exactly where it is. Okay, that'll do. There we go. All right, and then we have the blue florals here. So let's just go find some more florals. And these ones actually go the other way. Would these ones work? Maybe, but let's try the blue florals. Try sticking them out like this or putting them upside down. That would be okay. If we do that upside down, do these white ones work upside down over here? That would work. Okay, I'm okay with that. So we're gonna put the blue and the white florals upside down on this one. And again, it's not a perfect fit, but we're getting pretty close. As you can see, we have this little thing. Maybe we'll find a feather to put there in a minute. And I don't know if I'm going to use all these washi tapes, but I just grabbed a bunch to have options. Okay, so this little bit wants to stick right there. So that's what we're going to do. And I think we are going to swap and peel this bit up and put the stem underneath there. Okay, so do I want a little feather there? Because we have feathers. Let's try it. That'll do. Okay, so there's the back of our thing. We'll need to have something in here. Maybe just more florals, but we'll see. Okay, now we were going to use this one for the next Dutch door. And I think we'll put it down here. I think that's going to work really well. And we'll just build going this way. Okay, that one's ripping again. All right, here we go. We've got this. By the way, if you love the washi tape shop, you can always use code AmyPlans10 to save 10% at their shop. So thank you if you choose to use that. Okay, do I want... This one has a lot of things sticking out like that. Do I want to do that? I might want to do that because it looks really pretty. Let's put it behind to see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks fun. I don't know how we're going to fit something exactly on the back of this. We might do major sticker surgery on the matching sticker of this to make it work. But you can always fidget and change your stickers. It's okay. Okay, we need to make sure we're going at the right angle. Yeah, that'll work. What I want is to not see white behind this other than, of course, our little window. And then let's fill in with a blue floral here because we see a tiny bit peeking out there. So we have so many stickers here. What if we go with this one? I want to make sure, That one's not big enough. I want to make sure that I'm seeing stuff over here, but also filling that if I can. Is this the same one? Yeah, we're going to save that one. Here's a different one. Just trying to see what it looks like underneath. And if we do that, what does it look like here? Maybe not that one. Maybe we do something smaller. What if we have like a stem coming out like this, but then something else over there? That might work well. Okay, let's do that. Just picking this up is difficult. It's got so many little pieces. I don't want to rip it. I'm ripping it. It's all ripped. Okay, we're gonna make it work though. Okay, one part folded over, so we have to fix that before we start putting it down. And we're not cutting this out. Do you guys know why? Because I always show you my struggles and mistakes. So you see that we all do it. This one's totally folded over. I can't even like pick it up. So that one's trash. Unfortunate. Let's try this one. This one has fewer little tiny pieces. Okay. I think actually this would work really well. Look at that. That's gonna fit perfectly right there. We do want to get a little something here, but it doesn't have to be part of a Dutch door. So let's go ahead and grab just a little other leaf to come out right there. There. Okay. We do need something behind the window, but this part could get covered up, so maybe we don't decide on that yet. I do want to put something there so that I can cut this out and know where I want it. Let's just go ahead and do some easy florals that are easy to add in. They're not symmetrical, but they're easy. Oh my gosh. So I was wearing press-ons all last week. It was really, really fun. I haven't worn them in a while, but I had cut my fingernails really short in order to do the press-ons. And obviously today, as you can see, I didn't have time to do anything. My nails are really short. It's hard to pick things up, but that's all right. They'll grow. Or I'll put on another set of press-ons. Okay. It has just been go, go, go over here. So many kids' things and activities, car stuff, just all the things. So nails are one thing that, while nice, they're not necessary 100%. Okay, so if you're new here, this is my gyro cut. It has a rotating blade. You can use anything you have, but here, let me just show you. If you're just using scissors, this is gonna take quite a lot of time, wrist movement, and moving your notebook around. And I don't think the line looks as good as using this. So I'm gonna touch this up. Okay. So I like my gyro cut because of that. You can use something like an X-Acto knife. This is great. It doesn't rotate the blade though, and it's very, very sharp, so it's easy to cut through more than one page by accident. So, I mean, there are a lot of options for what you could use. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 pages done. Can we put another window down, or is this enough? Oh, either way, we have to do the back side first. Okay. So I used the one that doesn't have an end, or that isn't a full circle. So let's try that one and fix it and see if we can get it to work. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn it this way and see what happens. See if we can line it up somewhere. Okay, we are gonna do sticker surgery with it. We have a little bit to trim off, of course, and we have some gaps to fill over there, but it did decently. Now I need to line this bit up as best I can. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. There are a few little sprigs that were coming over the edge, so I fixed those up. We'll get that in a minute. Let's figure out all of this stuff first. Now I saved one of these, it's right here, to try to use. No, it's not that one. Is it that one? No. Okay, where is it? Right here. We're gonna try it and see if we can get it to work for the spot. Otherwise, we might have to take a lot of really small things and layer and cut and make our own thing, which you can always do. Okay. Trying very hard not to tear this one. This is the one problem. I love the pre-cut stuff. It's a lot less work, but you have to be careful pulling it upwards. Okay, let's just see. Actually, I am not mad at this, and we will have to put in a few things, but that little thing right there worked well. Okay, so for sticker surgery, this one I could trim, but it's pretty obvious the leaf would be cut off. So I am trimming the whole leaf, and we're just gonna stick it over here because we have a gap to fill. And we can get some stuff in there. A second feather would look really nice right there. I see one right here. So let's just have that feather sticking out of this one. There we go. I got a little bit of the white bit, or the clear bit, coming off the page, so let's fix that. Let's just go ahead and get a small flower in. Doesn't matter what flower. That. Let's just have one more feather coming out of that feather place. It's kind of going down instead of up like the other feathers, but it'll do. Again, we'll fill those later. Okay, up at the top we had some leaves. So spinning to try this out. Okay, just looking at this. You know, I don't hate this. I would do sticker surgery on one part of the leaf and change that one leaf's shape. Where it's coming out of it. Okay, so this goes like that, and then these two leaves are sticking out over the edge. So I'm gonna trim them and place them again so that they're not coming off the edge of the page like that. Okay, so I've got two leaves. I'm gonna separate them. And okay, I want my tweezers for this so I can see exactly where it's gonna go. My fingers are a little big for that. Okay, so instead of going out like this, we're just rotating it and lining it up with the spot that it was on so that it's going upwards instead. See that? And then this one, we are gonna put in here, but I think we are gonna pull up the sticker and place it underneath so it looks like it's coming out from behind the other sticker. Okay, can I pull up enough to put it in? Okay, we need, because it's going behind, I don't need that bit of sticker. Trying to get it so it stays as I put it down. There we go. See, just a little bit coming out, and now it follows the shape of that. Okay, that worked well. We can put a little something here. A little flower. There we go. Okay, and then on the bottom we just had little floral stuff. We have this half. I like reusing stickers when I can. Let's go ahead and do that. And there's a little extra bit stuck to it. Got that. And then a little something in here. Fill those two. So those two, we can put little florals in it. Here's one of them. Here's another little floral. Okay, let's fill that gap as well. And then this thing, I think, just trying to figure out what item would look best. Something without a stem. Maybe just a bigger flower. There. Okay, so there's that one. We are going to need some boxes in a minute too. Okay, do I think we should have another set of Dutch doors? That would take us way in. I don't think I want another set of Dutch doors. I think I want to use this with some blue and yellow florals to make our back page. Okay. So this is my favorite base tape. It's great with layering lots and lots of stickers over it for just a fun layered look. So we'll trim that in a second. I am gonna get a barrier tape here just to cover this little gap a little bit more. So we'll use a thin tape. I always think those look really well. They look really good. Words are hard, guys. So we'll do that. Let's trim this and then get a few florals down, just kind of collaged onto this. Then the question is, do I want to put florals behind it or something different? I could go grab yellow and blue girl stickers. Wrong had some like rainbow pet tapes last year. Each pet tape was a different color, so I could go grab the red and the yellow ones and do that. Let's think on that. This one, what about, okay, I haven't done this one in a minute. Instead of having the full page have a decoration all the way to the edge, like I love covering all of this space, that's going to take a lot of space. What if we turn it into a like framed kind of writing space? And normally I would put another one right here, so I just have a box on this page, but this part is going to become part of this page for the day's journaling. So we're just going to go all the way over here and not have a piece going down on that side. I think that'll look really nice. Okay. There we go. So I mentioned code Amy Plans 10s for Washi Tape Shop. Amy Plans Things is my code for a lot of places, including Live Love Posh, which is where this notebook's from, and Wrong Wrong, which is where we might grab some girl stickers in a minute. I'm going to pause and take a look and decide. So I just cut the corner at a diagonal here to make that kind of window look. I think it looks cool. And then you have it going like this and it looks pretty good, even without this whole area being decorated. Okay, I'm gonna go look for some box stickers and I'm gonna go look for the girls and see if I wanna use those. All right, so I couldn't find my blue tape right now, but I found the yellow one, and these yellows work really nicely. As you can see, there are already sunflowers on this one, so they do coordinate pretty well. So we'll grab a couple of girls to go on those. And then I need to buy some more Mojo Jojo Plans boxes. I have a ton of black ones. I have a ton of pastel and jewel tones, but the ones that had the yellow boxes that would have matched perfectly, I've literally used every yellow box. So we're gonna go with black boxes today, just so that it's cohesive and not only blue, because I didn't wanna do just blue boxes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I thought it would be cool. So first, we're gonna need to make sure to have something here and here, so we're gonna figure that out. But because we've got this on the back page, I thought it might look kind of fun to do something. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this in a straight line, if I can do that. I could trim it on the page too, but we're just gonna try it this way. And we are gonna line it up starting right next to the blue tape and put this down. But I'm gonna make it look kind of cool by doing that. And we're gonna add some boxes over that for layering. It just brings that tape across the page. So I wanted to do that. All right. And so I don't think we need a large box on this page. And let's make sure we don't want to go right here. So I'm going to put the box up here and do a layered box set. Yeah, coming off this way. So as a reminder, this page is going to be part of the daily journaling for this section. So I'm not going to put any boxes there because I like doing like one layered duo or trio per day of journaling. Now the smallest box, I usually put the date on. The other two boxes, I like to put like the most important things from the day that I want to remember. And then I do like my free writing everywhere else. So let's get the girls in now before I put any more boxes in to make sure I get them in the right places. Okay. So this one I thought would look really pretty, and it is going to layer over the flowers a little bit. I thought it would be really pretty to have her face popping out just like that. So she's going to be here, and you can see her through the flowers. As I said, these, when you use pet tape stickers, they have a white ink base, but they're not solid. So when you have a darker sticker, like you can see through the yellow part of this sticker, but you can't see through the brown part of this sticker as well. So the darker the sticker, the more solid it's going to be. So we're just going to leave it like that. It's cool. It adds a cool effect. We've got the girl here. A little bit of her shoe and stuff are sticking out. That's okay. We'll go for it. Okay, we need somebody here too. Her dress is really pretty. Let's go with her. And again, I like if I'm using people, I like having their faces peekaboo out of the window. We still need to get some stuff here too. We're gonna pull it all together in a minute. I'm just trying to get the functional things taken care of so I know where the boxes need to go. Okay, so we've got our girls for these two sides. Now we need something here and here, yeah? So let's see who we've got left. Usually there are at least 4 different girl designs. Oh, this is beautiful dress. Okay, and that's very bright yellow. Now, I wonder if she's going to fit. She's going to go over these stickers, and I don't want to cut her dress. Well, I'm going to have to trim her dress anyways. Okay, we're going to put her here, though, so we can get as much of her dress as possible. And again, you see a little bit, but that happens with the lighter colored pet tape stickers. It'll happen for any pet tape. It's not just wrong. It's when I have pet tape come out in my own shop, washi tape shop, you know, wherever you buy pet tape, it'll do that. But it is better than a sticker without the white ink base. Okay, now this one, do we have someone who's gonna work there? Okay, I feel like, here she is. Here's the other girl from the page. And we're gonna do her, but we are gonna trim her because I don't want her sticking over the sticker. So we'll trim right around where these stickers are. So let's place that first. Okay. And to avoid her getting too stuck down on the rest of it, I'm holding the sticker up like that. And one of the benefits of a like lighter colored sticker with this yellow is that I could see where I needed to trim. Okay. Didn't trim enough on this one. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So we've got those things. We do have a little bit more to do. We're done with this one for now, though. We are only grabbing girls, not anything else. I wonder if... No, she's fine. Okay. We're going to put some boxes and things in. This would be a one day, maybe 2 days, maybe 1 day. So let's go ahead and put this one here. And we're going to have something sticking out this way, something a little thinner so we're not hopefully covering over her head. That one's too thick. I'll hold that for a minute because we'll probably use it. Go for a thinner one. Yeah, that one fits perfectly. That's all we're going to put on that page. Let's see, we have one here, one here. Kind of want a large one up here. I think that'll look really nice. So here we go. Okay. Sticker onto my hand so I can grab this one. Okay. That fits really nicely. Okay, and it goes that far. So could I do it like this? Let's just place it down lightly, and yes, it gets all the way covered up. So we're gonna do it like that because I don't love the way it looks when it comes down here with a big sticker like that. So that's fine. Okay. So almost done. We're getting there. Just a few more things. I want to layer over the script tape in a few places. I don't want to like cover it completely, but I do want to pull the Dutch door pages together with the front and back pages. And so using some of these same designs that I am failing at picking up without ripping, using some of the same designs on those front and back pages will make it look really nice. So let's do this one, and we'll trim that and use that in a second. Let's get something here and maybe something right here next to her. Okay. Go. All right, I think this one will actually look really nice coming out here, and like the leaves are just touching her hand and sleeve, so it's not covering over her outfit or anything like that. And we can use this one. This is a nice straight line, so what if we just do it here? Put it behind the dress. looks lovely. Okay, a tiny thing here, but let's trim these and get them on the other side, maybe. Or use these as the thin pieces here. Stay with me. It folded over. Okay. And put one on this side too to kind of like bring it together. That one looks a little strange. We're going to move that. Okay, let's try this one over here. Now, I just don't love the way the one sticker is popping out. Okay, so we're going to grab something else. I want a little thing here and a little thing there. How about we use this one? It's one of the like medium-sized stickers, and we'll cut it in half. If I can get it. Do I need my tweezers for this? I'm trying so hard not to use them. Okay. So let's just go ahead and cut this in half to start. Yeah, that'll work. That works much better than the one where we just saw a singular feather sticking out. And then this one right here. Okay, that looks so cool. I think we're done. All right, so this is the final result. Using all sorts of supplies, I'll list them down below for you in the description. But here are our windows with our Dutch doors. This is a more advanced technique. Let me know if you're gonna try it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.